Hey guys, I hope you're all doing wonderful today. Thank you for checking out this video. Today I'm going to go over the dividends that I have received in the month of April. And yes, I know it is late, but better late than never. I like to consider showing my dividends as more of a progression type of deal, a progression over your lifetime to try and achieve that financial independence and ultimately getting that freedom that you deserve so you can live the life that you want to live. So I definitely don't want to miss out on April. With that being said, let's get into it. My portfolio value right now is $19,781, and I have a gain of $3,813, with about 3.4K of that being capital gains and $400 being from dividends. I actually was over the 20K mark in my portfolio for a few days, but the market has took a pretty big hit recently. I mean, in this day alone, if I filter by day, I'm down $260. Gotta love the stock market. It's very volatile, but if you invest in solid companies that grow over the long term, you don't have to worry about short-term losses. So yes, even knowing I did lose $261 today, I trust that the companies I am investing in are good, and in the long run, my portfolio will increase. And the dividends will increase as well. All right, so let's hop into the dividends themselves. We'll just head on over to the activity tab, and we will filter by dividends only. All right, the first dividend we got in April was from Nike. They actually paid me twice. They paid once here for 42 cents and another time up here for 12 cents. So not too bad. I think Nike is a pretty solid company overall. I consider them more of a growth company than a dividend company. You know, their dividend is on the lower side, but they have shown pretty solid growth over time. And you know, Nike's a company that I know pretty well. I used to work at a shoe factory, and Nike was definitely a dominant player. I think when anyone thinks of shoes from a global perspective, Nike is definitely one of the brands that comes to mind first. Next, we got Coca-Cola. They paid $2.39. Can't go wrong with Coca-Cola, another globally known brand, and they pay a solid dividend as well. GPC, Genuine Parts Co., they paid a pretty nice dividend this month for me as well, $5.13. I love getting dividends over the $5 mark. I know it may sound small to you, but for me personally, anytime I get a dividend over $5, I just get super excited because I'm used to seeing dividends that are like $3 or less, more in the range of like $1 to $2. So this is pretty awesome. Next up is Realty Income Corp. Every dividend investor seems to love this holding, and that's probably because it's a monthly paying dividend, and it's a pretty solid company overall. Next up, we got Stag, another monthly paying REIT. They paid $1.91. DTE Energy, probably one of the less popular holdings. I mean, it's a pretty boring energy company. When I see energy in a lot of people's portfolios, I typically see Dominion Energy or maybe the Southern Company. But DTE is based out of Detroit, Michigan, and I think overall just a pretty solid company when you look at the financials. So they paid $1.40. Next up, we got Cisco, the food delivery company. They deliver food to restaurants and stuff. I received $1.76 from them, so not too bad there. Up next, we got SPHD, and this is a holding that I really see investors, they really love it or they really hate it for some reason. There really seems to be no real middle ground when it comes to SPHD. And what this is, if you are not familiar, SPHD is an ETF that is comprised of, I believe it's 75 of the higher dividend yielding companies on the S&P 500, but they also have lower volatility. And this is a monthly paying dividend, so I really do enjoy that. I love seeing this come in every single month. It's definitely a holding that I can count on for some solid passive income. Up next, we got JP Morgan, one of my favorite financial holdings. they paid $3.94. And last but not least, in the month of April, we got $1.11 from LTC Properties. And LTC is another monthly paying REIT, and they invest in senior healthcare facilities. And right now, since I'm so late, I'll just throw it in there, but AT&T, they paid $5.90 in the month of May. So a pretty good start to the month of May. I'm really excited to see how this month is going to shape up. And I am a little upset on AT&T because I did invest a lot more money into this. Unfortunately, I did right after the ex-dividend date. So I did miss out on those dividends that I would have gotten just by a few days, but I guess I'll just have to wait another 3 months for that. All right, so let's head into our dividend spreadsheet tracker and put our income in for this month. And when we add up all the dividends for the month of April, we get $25.97. Pretty much what I had expected. Since this is the first month of the quarter, I didn't expect to have the amount of dividends that I would have the second and third month of the quarter. But overall, I'm really happy with $25.97. I crossed that $20 threshold. And when I compare the $25 to last year, it's pretty substantial. I got $6.38 last year at this time. And 1 year later, we're at $25.97. So we essentially got 4 times more income in dividends than we did this time last year. That's the power of reinvesting your dividends. That's the power of following an investment schedule and sticking to your strategy. I know $25 may not seem like a lot of money, but when you consider that this is money that you get from doing absolutely nothing, just from buying shares of a company, that's pretty awesome. I mean, I guarantee if you go up to 10 people and say, hey, do you want $25 from doing absolutely nothing? I can guarantee 10 out of 10 of them would say yes. But for sure, I'm going to reinvest these dividends back into my portfolio because I do want that snowball effect. So there we go, guys. That is the month of April. $25.97. That's $25.97 closer to financial freedom. Thanks for checking out the video. Please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe if you want more content like this in the future. With that said, make your dreams a reality, keep following your passion, and never settle. See you guys in the next one.